Dear viewers, I'm welcoming you again from Bern, Switzerland. For now, it's a very special guest. This is a great pleasure for us to get Mr. Ernesto Maurer. He is the president of European Textile Machinery Association, CIMATEX, and also, of course, is also the president of Swiss Textile Machinery. So we are here for ITMA conferences. We heard a lot from the Swiss companies. And now we have the association president with us. So, very beginning, if I ask you, if you share with us about the specialty of the Swiss technology.
I strongly believe in the fact that sustainability is paired with innovation. And if we have to maintain a better view on our environmental impact of the textiles, and it is needed that we do that, we have to pair it with innovation, and it must become economical.
So, for the textile manufacturers part, the factory is located in Bangladesh also. As you have mentioned, economy is being the number one issue because we have been struggling with the profitability issue. So for such cases, what can we expect in ITMA and next ITMA?
Sustainability, environmental protection is not a contradiction to economic development. To the contrary, I think the two are going very much in pairs. The regulation in the world, they will definitely be more stringent. They will become more demanding, and we better get prepared for that. I think if a company will be investing today, she is well advised that she is investing already in equipment that will fulfill these requirements. Otherwise, that is a waste of money, waste of resources, and that is also a downturn in economics.
Indeed, and for the manufacturers now is the question of survival also, because of the high energy prices. The last month we had a rise in gas price like 3 times at once.
I'm aware of that, yes.
Yeah, so our companies are really desperately looking for solutions which can drastically reduce resource consumption.
I believe that one of the best ways is to make best use of the equipment you have by introducing new energy-saving components, energy-saving operations. And this is one side of it. And the other side is when you invest in new machines, then really go for the lowest possible operation cost.
And at the same time for circularity, as last 2 days we had a lot from you, recycling and circularity. And over there also, there are solutions. The existing machinery can be retrofitted to produce recycling materials.
Yes, definitely. I think that is something that we yet have to make it scalable. You have seen a lot of solutions today and in the past 2 days where we have them on a smaller scale, and now we really have to make them on a larger scale. And that, I'm deeply convinced that this is feasible. But we have the saying in Bangladesh as well as in many other countries, how to eat an elephant. Bite by bite, but start today. And I think we should start today attacking this very demanding situation.
And for circularity, how do you see the roadmap? How fast it is coming and how it will move?
It is accelerating very much. If I draw a line, I think in the past 10 years, it has barely grown. We're maybe now at a few percent. But in the past 2 days, you heard them talking about 15%, eventually 20, 30%. I think we will reach a 2-digit figure pretty soon. Then we will have another recess, and then it will take off. But two-digit figure will come pretty soon.
Oh, net. And you mentioned about the legislation.
Yep.
So those legislations are also pushing forward.
Yes.
And is there any premium the manufacturers will get from those aligned to the legislations? Because, cost is a factor always.
Yes, I think so. If you look what is happening right now around the world, where the energy becomes scarce, where energy becomes very expensive, governments are supporting the industries in really investing in recyclable, renewable energies. And we have to focus. They will not give benefits for making circularity, but they will offer special benefits for special aspects in it. And we are well advised if we really take them into account. And I think one of the points that you mentioned very clearly, if we see the energy costs in Bangladesh, for instance, how they developed in the past weeks, months, years, then we simply cannot afford doing nothing. Then we have to, and as always, I think, to run the political part, the political side of these improvements goes together. So we have to do both technology and politics.
And at the same time, there's a big challenge also to distribute the benefits, because most of the time manufacturers are not really taken care of.
That's true. That's very true. And I think this is very important that we stick together. And today, you heard it mentioned many times, we are a family. And we should act like a family. So it is important that we see things happening and then we stick together and make it happen so that we can pass on this cost also to the end users. You heard me saying it many times. If you see a pair of denims, a dress shirt being sold for $12, $25, it's simply wrong. And we have to convince people that you cannot fight for environment, make demonstrations, glue yourself to roads, and at the same time buying $5
Different price.
Yes, it's not possible. But there we have to use our leverage, our association, to get that message across.
Great, thank you. And if you share about this ITMA coming up and how are you planning for that?
What I said is part of the ITMA. I think you saw that we gave the motto to ITMA 23 is transforming the world of textiles. And I believe transforming doesn't mean that we go for new fashions, that we go for new aspects in presenting them, but we are going in different ways how to improve our environment protection. And I liked very much this discussion when one of our machine manufacturers said, do it once and do it right. If you have to run fabrics through 3 times the process, it's 3 times the energy, 3 times the chemicals, 3 times the labor, you only lose. And therefore I believe doing it with the right equipment just once is a very good advice in taking it, and that's what we will strive on at ITMA, providing the equipment that can do it just once and right.
And you have discussed a lot of things over there, and I have a lot of things to really ask, but I know maybe for viewers also it would be too long, but we surely will catch up again sometimes to discuss further. And as a whole, thank you very much for your time, and see you soon in Milan.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.